guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something very fun and exciting. So with everything going on in the world today, especially Black Lives Matter, I thought it would be important to find a cosmetics company that is Black owned and support them, buy their products, and then try them out. I found a company that is actually Black owned and women owned, so it's kind of like a good 2-for-1, and that is Juvia'S Place. I have heard of Juvia'S Place before, but I've never bought any of her products before. I've seen them all the time at Ulta and they have really great products. I would always see them on display, but I just never bought anything, so I was like, why not now? This is like the perfect time. I did want to do a full face of Juvia'S Place, but you know, your girl's balling on a budget, so I thought I'd get the most important things. So I'm going to show you guys what I got before we jump into the video. So the first thing, and basically the star of this video, is this palette right here. This is the Festival by Juvia'S. This is a eyeshadow palette. It is so beautiful, and let me just say, I'm super impressed with the size of her products. So especially this eyeshadow palette, when I opened it, I was like, wow, that's a pretty big palette. The colors are, you know, very large and there's a lot of color and pigment to them. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna do 2 different looks with this palette today. Next up, I got a loose highlight because I mean, how am I gonna go without getting a highlight? Because I love me some highlights. So this is the Juvia'S Place loose highlighter in Nefertiti. It is so nice. I'll show you guys like a close-up. Like, look at that highlight. I love loose highlights. I love looking super glowy and like beaming, looking like a glazed donut. That is what I live for. I don't think I'll ever like get off the trend of being a highlight snob and highlighting like to the gods. So this is perfect. I'm so excited to try that. Next up, I got a concealer and a contour stick. I am super excited about these 2 products because, like I said, the size. Can we just talk about that? Like, this concealer is huge and it's just like so much product. So this is what it looks like. Here's the wand. The wand is super big, and it also reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape. I think it'll be a dupe for that. This is a number 19. It's just like a fair color, it doesn't have a name or anything. And then the contour stick, I got it in, am I gonna be able to pronounce this? Abidjan. I will put everything in the description box as always, but this is what the contour stick looks like. It is a really beautiful color, and I have been on the hunt for a good contour stick, so this I had to pick up. And the last thing I got was a foundation. I actually have 2 just because I had to buy it online originally, and I kind of forgot that my Ulta was doing curbside pickup. I don't even know why. I didn't even realize, but I ended up getting Casablanca, which is $4.50. It is way too dark for me. I thought I was like way tanner than I actually am. So this would actually be good if I was like super tan, like spending a week or 2 at the beach. This would be really good, but for what I am now, I ended up getting $5.50, which is Martinique. I am kind of surprised at the size of the foundation just because the eyeshadow palette, contour stick, and concealer are just so big. But other than that, I'm super excited to try these products. So I definitely encourage you guys to find a Black-owned business that is either local, online, you know, worldwide, wherever it may be. It is really important to support Black-owned businesses right now. We are trying to make a change in the world, and this is a good step to make. So I encourage you guys to do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So to start, I'm taking this peachy shade named Mmanwu. I'm sorry if I mispronounce the names, but I'm going to list everything in the description box as always, so you can go check there. But I'm going to go ahead and take that with a fluffy brush and just blend it all over my crease. This look requires a lot of blending, so I had to kind of speed up the footage a little bit. So just know that this look is blending, and a little more blending. Next, I'm taking this bright orange shade called Ofala. I really wanted to make sure I packed on the color just to get the intensity that I wanted, and I wanted to reduce the chance of fallout. But these shadows didn't really have a lot of fallout, so I just kept on packing it on and then blending. Here I'm highlighting my brow bone with the shade Odogwu. I don't have a clip of it here, but you'll see it later on in the video. It's just like a gold champagne-y kind of color. So for some reason, I decided to try and cut the crease today. I am not a professional at cutting the crease. It is kind of hard for me, but I just thought, you know, like why not? Why not try it today? So that's what I'm doing here. I already did one eye. I'm just doing the second eye. It's not perfect, but I wanted to try it anyways. Taking Odogwu with my finger, that is the same brow bone shade. I'm just gonna place that on my lid. It doesn't need to be perfect because I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush kind of just to perfect it a little bit more. Here I'm just blending. Like I said, this look is a lot of blending, so I just like to go back and forth. So next you're going to see 4 products that I'm actually going to use off camera. My camera was about to overheat, so I was kind of like rushing just a little bit. So I'm going to take my Covergirl eyeliner pencil, L'Oreal liquid liner, Maybelline mascara, and Kiss lashes, and I'm going to do that off camera. So here is the finished first look. This is definitely out of my comfort zone. It is pretty bright and vibrant, but I really liked it. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the second look. Okay guys, I know I look legit crazy right now, but my camera decided to be so nice to me and play me and lose one of my files of me doing the pink eyeshadow, which is kind of annoying. So I took one eye off and I'm gonna redo it and show you guys what I did. It's super simple. Luckily, it's super simple, but we're just gonna go ahead and do this eye right here. Taking this bright pink shade called Eerie G, I'm taking a Real Techniques dense brush and I'm gonna take a lot of the product and pack it on my lid. This look is super simple. It just requires packing on this pink color, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take a fluffy brush and just buff out the edges so everything is not too harsh and it looks pretty seamless. Again, taking the shade Odogwu, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone. Taking the shade Uli with my finger, I'm going to go ahead and place that right on the center of my eye and just blend it outwards a little bit. This will create a really nice effect if you're out in the sun or if you're in the light. It's just going to reflect the light really nicely. It just gives a little bit of an extra something when you have a simple look like this. So first I go in with my finger and then I'm taking a brush just to blend it out a little bit. And then, of course, more blending. Using my Maybelline mascara, I'm just giving myself a light coat so I can prep my lashes for false lashes. Here I'm just using tweezers to apply the false lashes. I use a mix of tweezers and my fingers. I usually start out with my tweezers, and I also like to use tweezers for the inner corner just to make sure it stays down because that is my problem. So I'm just going ahead and putting on my lashes. Here I'm taking my L'Oreal telescopic liquid eyeliner and I'm just creating a thin line connecting the inner corner of my eye to the lash band. I also like to line my lid above the lash band just to hide it a little bit. And here's the finished pink eye look. So I know I have my makeup on just because I had to redo it at the end. But we're gonna move on and I'm gonna show you guys how I did my face makeup. So I'm using my Tarte Maracuja oil as my face primer. I'm gonna go ahead and put some drops all over my face and blend it out with a e.l.f. stippling brush. Here I'm taking the foundation in the shade Martinique. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that all over my face and my neck. Guys, do not forget to bring your face products down to your neck. We wanna make sure everything is looking like it's in the same zip code. So don't forget, bring all those products to your neck. Taking the concealer in number 19, I'm going to go ahead and conceal my under eyes as well as around my nose. I'm very impressed with this concealer. It's definitely my new favorite, like hands down. It blends like butter. It is so good on the coverage and it just looks beautiful. So this is definitely a concealer I recommend. Taking my Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette in the shade Dulce de Leche, as always, I'm going to take the banana powder and set my concealer. Taking the contour stick in the shade Abidjan, I'm going to go ahead and place that where I placed my bronzer as normal. So that would be my cheekbones, my forehead, my jaw, and a little bit around my nose. I'm going to blend that out with my same foundation sponge. Taking the bronzer in the Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to go ahead and set that just so it stays in place all day. I really like the color that it gave off. I'm really happy with this contour stick and the concealer. If you guys are looking for a new contour stick, I definitely recommend this one. The blush I'm using is my Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Rosy Pink. I'm mainly focusing that on the apples of my cheeks, blending it up a little bit, and then putting a little bit on my nose just to tie everything in together. But I'm mainly focusing it on the apples of my cheeks. Taking this beautiful highlight in the shade Nefertiti, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face. In these first clips, the highlight doesn't show as much as it did on camera as it did in person. You'll see the true effect of the highlight in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and place that on my cheekbones, my nose, and my chin just to make myself glow because I love to glow. Taking my Milani lip liner in number 4, which is all natural, I'm gonna line my lips and then fill them in just a little bit. For lipstick, I'm taking this e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipstick in the shade Nectar. It wasn't as nude as I wanted it to be. I did kind of dab off a little bit of the product at the end. And since I can't go without gloss, I had to add some of my Sweet Mouth Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb on top. And to set everything, I'm taking my favorite setting spray from Milani. And once the setting spray is on, everything is complete. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really wanted to do 2 looks with this palette just because there were so many beautiful colors. I was like, why not just do 2? I'm super happy with the products that I got from Juvia'S Place. If you guys have not tried them yet, I definitely recommend. I'm super happy with everything that I got. I'm definitely going to go ahead and get some more eyeshadow palettes from them. They're not that expensive and there were so many I just couldn't choose, so I went with the festival one. Let me know in the comments down below which was your favorite look. They're definitely outside my comfort zone. I'm not like one to play with color at all, but it's funny because every time I was like blending my eyeshadow, I just thought about my friend Janet, who always yells at me for not doing enough color because I always stick with neutrals and browns and golds and that's it, and she's always yelling at me to do color, and I don't know why I don't listen to her because I just love them. Like, these 2 looks that I created, I'm just like obsessed with them. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.